Mia noticed it when Oliver ran toward her, smiling as always, but then stopped right in front of her and tilted his head. "Hey you," he said, pointing at her gently. "I know you. I really know you. But what is your name?" Mia blinked. "Mia," she said. "You know that?" Oliver's face lit up for a second, then faded again. "Right, Mia. Yes, that feels correct." He paused. "Wait, what is my name?" Mia stared at him. Nearby, Leo stood still, flipping through his notebook with a confused expression. "These notes are mine," he said, "but they refer to someone named Leo. I cannot confirm that I am that person." Bruno ran toward Mia happily, then slowed down, looking unsure. He reached her, then stepped back, as if trying to understand who she was. "Bru," a soft glow appeared, but even Luma's light seemed to flicker in identity, shifting slightly in shape and brightness. "The structure of identity has been disturbed," she said. "Names, roles, and recognition are becoming unclear." Mia frowned. "So we know each other but not who we are?" "Yes," Luma said. "The connections remain, but the labels that define them are fading." Oliver pointed at himself. "So I am me, but I do not know which me?" Leo nodded slowly. "Identity is not only existence, it is recognition." Mia took a deep breath. "Where do we fix this?" "In the Hall of Names," Luma said, "beyond the empty grove. But you must understand, names are not just words, they are meaning." Mia nodded. "Then we go now." They began walking, but the journey felt strange. As they moved, Mia realized something unsettling. When she tried to think of her own name, it felt less solid than before. "Keep saying it," she said quietly, out loud. "Mia," she said. Leo followed. "Leo." Oliver hesitated. "I think I am Oliver." Bruno made a soft brew. As they repeated their names, the feeling of connection strengthened slightly. "It helps," Leo said. "Reinforcement stabilizes identity." They entered the empty grove, where tall trees stood in perfect silence. No markings, no differences, no signs. Every tree looked exactly the same. "This is uncomfortable," Oliver said. "Everything looks like everything." Mia looked around carefully. "There is no identity here." A message appeared in the air. "When names fade, WHAT remains." Oliver answered quickly. Confusion. Nothing happened. Leo thought carefully. "Memory?" The message flickered but stayed. Mia looked at her friends. Even without names, she still recognized them. Not by labels, but by how they acted. "You are Leo," she said, pointing at him. "Because you observe and think." Leo looked at her, surprised. "Yes, that is true." She turned to Oliver. "You are Oliver because you bring energy and humor." Oliver smiled. "That does feel like me." She placed her hand on Bruno. "And you are Bruno because you care." Bruno's eyes lit up. "Bru," Mia smiled. "Names matter, but who we are matters more." The message faded. The grove shifted slightly. The trees gained small differences, shapes, textures, unique forms. "We passed," Leo said, "by recognizing identity without labels." They continued until they reached the Hall of Names. It stood tall and circular, covered in glowing symbols that shifted constantly. Inside, thousands of names floated in the air, but many flickered or disappeared before they could be read. At the center floated a dim, unstable light. "It cannot hold identity," Leo said. "It is losing definition," Mia added. Around the center was the symbols name, role, memory, and meaning. Mia stepped to meaning. Leo moved to memory. Oliver went to name. Bruno stood at role. Luma hovered above the center. Oliver spoke first. "A name gives something a label." His symbol glowed faintly. Leo added, "Memory connects that name to experience." His symbol brightened. Bruno tapped his chest. "Bru," Mia smiled. "And role shows how we act." The platform lit up, but the center still flickered. "It is not enough," Leo said. Mia stepped closer. "Because names alone are not identity," she said. Leo nodded. They are only part of it. Mia spoke gently to the shifting light. You are not just a name. You are what you do, what you remember, and what you mean to others. Leo added, identity is built, not assigned. Oliver smiled. And even if we forget a name, we can still know who someone is. Luma's glow became warm and steady. True identity comes from meaning. The light responded. The flickering stopped. The names around the hall stabilized. Each one glowed clearly. It worked, Mia said softly. They returned to Star Meadow as the evening light filled the sky. Oliver pointed at himself. I am Oliver, he said confidently. Leo nodded. Yes. Mia smiled. And I am Mia, Bruno happily said. Brew. They sat together as the sun set. Mia spoke softly. Sometimes names can fade. Leo added, but identity remains. Luma said, true identity is more than words. Oliver grinned, and we remember each other anyway. Bruno curled up beside them. Mia looked at her friends and smiled, feeling certain again. And far away, in the Hall of Names, the light no longer flickered.